So I'm in cosmetology 2, and it's a 2-year program. So I started in my junior year in cosmetology 1, and I moved up to cosmetology 2. And this year we really focus on perfecting skills and working on people so that we can get ready for the workforce. We do a lot of work with hair, and we learn a lot about hair and skin and how the hair works when you put different products on it and how the skin reacts to some of the stuff you put on it. And we do a lot of demos where we watch the teacher, and the teacher is able to give us a really good idea of what we need to do, and then we are able to accomplish it. So we come in the mornings and we have like mannequins that we're able to work on, and we practice everything from hair cutting to hair styling on the mannequins. For the most part, there's a lot of braiding and a lot of twisting, and that is pretty much decided from person to person on how they want to do that, because we need to prepare ourselves when people come in with pictures, that we're able to look at the picture and provide what the person is wanting. So I've always really wanted to do cosmetology. It's always been something I've been really interested in, and seeing as school is starting to come to an end for me and college doesn't seem like something I'm super interested in, cosmetology gives me the opportunity to get hands-on skills and to prepare for a workforce that I'm interested in that has a creative side. Even if you decide midway through that it's maybe not your plan A and maybe you change your mind about wanting to go to college, or you decide that maybe this isn't for you, you still are able to get your certificate before you graduate if you work on it, and you can always have it.
I love cooking and I love baking. It's something I've always enjoyed doing, so I decided on culinary arts because I'm always doing it and I really enjoy it. We made some cookies and some nutritional meals also this year. It's a lot of work. You have to be willing to take the work and do it. But it's really fun, especially if you like baking. This baking course is really enjoyable. We have a cooking textbook and a nutrition textbook. The cooking one is all about cooking and that kind of stuff. And then nutrition is about what you put in a healthy diet and what you should be eating versus what you shouldn't be eating. You need a healthy diet to be healthy, so you don't want to eat all the junk foods, then you'll get a disease or something that you don't want. I love my teachers. They're really good and nice, and they help you with what you need help with and push you.
Creative landscaping, it means kind of expressing yourself with the land. For instance, when you're cutting grass, you don't want to cut grass in just straight lines. You kind of want to change it a bit. You might want to go around trees. You might want to put down plants. You might want to put down stones, gravel, pebblestone. Cutting trees, you might want to shape it up a bit, maybe make a dinosaur out of a bush or something. But really, you're expressing yourself into the landscape, into the trees, bushes, and flowers. Some of the skills that I kind of picked up during this class, like communication, a lot of it. You want to be multitasking, you want to have excellent time management. Because I know with plants, you have to plant it at a certain time. You have to know management, money management. You have to know what to buy, how to buy it. This class is like a really good class to have because you have a lot of fun doing it. It's not like we're sitting down doing book work, learning new words every day. We're actually getting hands-on experience and stuff like that. In the greenhouse, we're growing banana trees and banana leaves, which we have partnership with Ajaya. They're using our trees and banana leaves for genetic tests for diseases and preventions and care. You get college credits, 12 college credits per year. You take 4 Ivy Tech classes. You also get a certification for agriculture safety, so like the tools, the chainsaws, and stuff like that. Eventually, we're all going to end up in a house by ourselves, and we don't want to call people every 5 seconds to come cut our grass, to come pick up leaves, to come trim down this bush. So being here, learning that type of stuff, you kind of depend on yourself instead of depending on other people.
Now we have education professions, which is more the elementary and secondary. So we do a lot of hands-on project learning in our class. So we make a lot of posters, a lot of just hands-on craft activities for stuff that would actually be in a classroom. So we do a lot of that, and we learn a lot about from everything from the logistics of teaching and what the career is actually to how to be the best type of teacher for each different types of children and all of that, everything in between. And it'll be nice because I'll get a lot of college credit ahead of time, so it'll save me some money going into college for education. I love taking this class because it really helps me feel a lot more prepared for college and my future. It's super fun. You get to learn a lot about kids. You know, eventually we'll get to do some in-classroom placements and really observing those kids firsthand and working with the teachers and all of that. So it's very, very hands-on. You get real experience in the classroom, so that'll help you figure out, you know, if you actually do want to go into education. My senior year will be going into more long-term placements to really work with a group of kids and a teacher, and yeah, so there are definitely a lot of internship opportunities. It's nice because it's very flexible. Like, you can go into any grade level, any subject that you want to teach, just interning with any of them and really getting to know that grade level and subject and seeing if it's what you want to do. It really helps you get to know yourself a lot better too. I've learned so much about myself as a person and a teacher, so I would say all of those things are really great for whatever career you're going to want to be going into, and if you have any interest in it, I would recommend joining the class.
Early childhood education, we work on working with infants and toddlers and preschoolers. You learn more about preschoolers with disabilities that you never knew about. It's fun to learn about stuff you didn't know. I love working with kids. When I did my tour, I just seen all the kids playing and seeing the teachers interacting with the kids, and it looked really fun. In this class, we get to do a lot of arts and crafts. So we do work, but it's not as much as work as you think it is. We get to do a lot of arts and crafts. We do activities with the kids. We made our lesson plans.
We do a lot of like random activities sometimes, so if we have a moment, we'll just have to make something. Or we've made slime and watched Hocus Pocus, and just like fun activities.
My favorite was Halloween. We did like this little trunk or treat. We got to decorate the diesel truck and take it to Island Park and let the kids walk around like a little haunted house. It was really fun. We just do whatever we want, basically. Like in our free time, we can just make anything. But mostly we do lesson plans. So we have to have activities with those lesson plans that makes it fun.
If you have a profession in mind that like you want to work with kids as young as we work with here, then it's a good idea. But if you don't know or you're not sure, that's something to figure out beforehand, because once you're here, you have to work with the kids.
This is the Veterinary Career Center class at Elkhart Area Career Center. As of right now, we're pretty much just doing our basic learning animal parts, learning different needles, shot types, and making sure that we know the basics of taking care of an animal when in a tragedy. To us, it's really important because we have a love for animals, and we feel like it's our responsibility to take care of them when other people panic, and that we need to be able to make sure that they're safe at all times. We learn a lot of problem solving, especially with when an animal does come in that's injured. We learn grooming techniques, as you can see behind me. We also learn different types of emergency procedures and different document types. So if we are working in an office environment, we can also keep track of medications and patient records. I took this class because I personally live on a farm and I take care of a lot of animals already, and I felt like there needed to be someone out there to protect animals if they are hurt, and to also teach other people how to properly take care of their animals. We've worked with carcasses, we've worked with live animals. Normally we have animals every single day in here. It's extremely fun. It's a really laid back class, and we pretty much take the course at our own pace. We have dual credits through Ivy Tech as an ag science class. Our second years are allowed to take internships at vet clinics, farms. We also take a lot of field trips to different places, so you can see different areas at VetWorks. It is so fun.